All right, let's talk about the 3 ways to warm up a cold call. I'm going to go into more detail about each way in the next coming modules, but let's get those 3 ways out and get you thinking about them. Now, the first way to warm up a cold call is to have somebody make an introduction for you. This is the number one way. It really is the way that I do warm calls at this point in my business. I don't do a lot of cold calling. It's not necessarily something I find to be hugely beneficial from a time standpoint. I find that there are other ways for me to market my business, and cold calling isn't the most effective. And yet I also respect and know that for many people, cold calling is a huge part of their job. So the number one way to warm up a cold call is to get somebody to make an introduction, because when somebody makes an introduction for you, you are riding their coattails as far as credibility goes. Think about it. If somebody you know, you like, you respect, and you trust reaches out to you and says, hey, I have somebody for you to meet. I think there's something that you guys might be able to do together, and I wanted to make this introduction. Now, when that person calls you, aren't you so much more likely to take their call, or at least give them some time? You'll at least maybe slow down enough to consider it, because you know, like, trust, respect the person that referred. So when you get an introduction made, so much easier. Now, that's the first way. If the introduction is not possible, the second way to warm up a cold call is what I call name dropping. Now, this may not be what you're thinking initially, so get to the module. I'm going to go into more detail about name dropping and how to use it effectively, because I will say you can break rapport if you don't do this one properly. And then the third way to warm up your cold calls is to attract and reach out to like-minded clients. Again, I'm going to go into more detail around this, but here are the 3 ways: introductions, name dropping, and like-minded clients. Now, click on the next module and we'll get started on the introduction piece.